What is up, everybody? You know what it is. It's the one and only The Fix After Show. So Gabe finally digs up the buried bag. Pictures and fake videos of Matthew and Maya pop up. And Riv knocks out the big bad wolf. And we got a special guest in the building. Let's go. Let's get it.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
AfterBuzz TV.
AfterBuzz TV.
AfterBuzz TV is here. We are here for the Fix After Show. What's up, everybody? You know how we do. You know how we do. You know how we do. So, we actually finally have our full panel secured and locked down. Yes.
Who is it?
Next to me, of course, who is it? So impatient over here. First of all, my name is Lim Gonzalez, and I'm super happy to be here and doing this show. And next to me is the lovely and talented Zuri Shalise. What's up, girl?
Hi, everyone. I'm Zuri Shalise.
Yes. She got the satin blouse looking like money. That's what I'm saying. Looking like money.
She got that nice, elegant ponytail bun.
Yeah. She's doing it. She's
Looking
doing
very
it.
refined.
She took over from, she took heed from our special guest, with the makeup and the little nasty Easter dress. Hers is nasty, though. Hers is nasty. Hers was on the show.
God.
I'm sorry, we're going to talk about it.
That's
I get into it.
word.
I get into it. But Zuri looks amazing. The one that's talking so much right now is Angel Taylor. What's up, Angel?
I'm laughing so much. Hi, guys.
And next to her, she's back in the fold with us, the one and only Lauren Mayo.
Hey, guys.
We missed you last week, Lauren.
I missed you guys, too. Y'all had a good show that I watched.
You did watch.
Yeah.
Thank
I'm
you
a
for
real
supporting
one.
us.
I'm a real one.
I appreciate it. Y'all, it is guest time right now. And she is no stranger to AfterBuzz. She was here before in our studios for another show that she was on because she working. The Black Monday show. And right now, she is here, the pride of Hanford, ladies and gentlemen, Aaliyah Cantu. What's up, everybody? What's up, girl?
You remember.
Of course. We have a whole background, like we're practically family now.
I know, we're cousins.
Yeah, we're cousins. That's what is going down. Yeah. What's that about? What is that? Shade. I didn't like the tone of that. Anyway, let's get into the show. So what did you all think of this particular episode? I personally feel like they really giving it to us right now. What do you guys think? Should say ladies. What do you ladies think?
Star, but that's okay. We'll get into that. Great cliffhanger, as usual. Like, I'm like, really? That's it? We're ready for Monday. That's what I thought.
Oh my gosh, I cannot wait until next week. Give it to us right now. I'm so glad that they kept the ball rolling on this one. And I was loving Riv this episode. He was so played down.
Yeah.
Riv came through in the clutch this episode.
Twice.
And I was here for it.
Twice.
And I will say,
yes.
I will say
twice.
before Zuri gives her opinion, I said that he was going to be back. I believe so, and somebody on here said that he's done. So
Well, it wasn't me.
Oh, I'm just saying somebody. It was somebody.
It was me.
Oh wow!
She was on fire.
I didn't even know.
I'm so glad he's targeting somebody else today.
Zuri doubted me.
I think it was me, but I know for sure I was wrong about them not having an affair. I accused Maya of coming on to Matt a little more last week, and then this episode, we saw Matt was really aggressive. So I'm still unsure about that, but I know for sure I was wrong about.
Okay.
Yeah, because I said Karis wasn't coming back.
Right.
I said, you got your 5 minutes, boo. Thank you. Congratulations. You did contribute. However, your alibi could not stand.
Yeah, that's true.
You did say that.
Yeah.
End of it. Yeah.
We're just gonna go with that. It was yours, Zuri. That's fine.
I'll take the
Just
fault.
own up to it. But it's all good. It's all good. And I like that he was back because, I mean, at first, I was kind of clowning the whole cowboy, and she's with him and the horses. But I was proud of my man. I was proud of him. He came through, knocked the mess out of Wolf.
Yes.
And then, like you said, twice, he came through and planted it on Miss Maya where she needs it most. You know what I'm saying? Because right now, she's kind of in the trenches. She's dealing with the whole Matthew situation, which that whole video situation was terrible and made her look really bad. But, Matthew is like really trying to push up on her.
I think what Lauren was referring to was Bucknell coming through
with the gun.
Bucknell.
Mm-hmm.
When Riv pulled the gun.
Riv came through with Bucknell. How he came and saw that he was trying to be sneaky, and he pulled the gun out on him, made him leave.
No, he was he was the hero. He was the hero. He handled Bucknell, even though Bucknell still got the footage, but he did handle him. Then he knocked out Wolf, and then he came through and got with his women. You know, and what do you need? Aaliyah, what do you think about this episode?
I think this episode was fun. It was a lot going on.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was very high intense. I can't wait till we get to the part about the daughter.
Oh my gosh! Oh,
she here for Star all the way.
Oh gosh,
she's like double dutch. I don't know. She don't know when to jump in, jump out.
She's donkey of the day for sure. She is terrible.
I'm so mad.
Wait, how did she even like that stuff so quick? Did she have just some matches her life? Because I
it was fast.
Switched away. It was like on fire.
It was like she had a kerosene
She must be like a Girl Scout
or something.
No, I thought Gabe would have done that. I did not see her doing that because she was like more against her father than Gabe was.
Gabe always really wants like his father's approval so bad. Even though he was starting to like think like maybe he's not a good guy. I don't know. There's something in him more that he wants to stay on his good side. And then the daughter.
In my notes, I wrote blood is thicker than water for this episode because Star was on the other side. She's like, almost wanted him to be guilty, and then Gabe was just like, I can't believe this. He was my dad. It's like, no,
she was trying to convince him that he was the culprit, and then all of a sudden you go and do the trickery.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Star is trash. So that's what that is.
Star's burnt out.
Yeah, she's burnt like that bag.
Burnt like toast.
Like she put on that bag. All right, so at the top of the episode, we do see where Mr. Wolf's goon, posing as Mr. Chapman was his little fake name, goes to Riv's ranch as a buyer.
Bucknell.
Right. And we see that he keeps eyeing this little video, and I'm just like, what is he looking for? And so we see that he's trying to get dirt on Maya, of course, and he ends up, like we said, right before Riv catches him, he does grab SIM card, which, okay, I just need to pose this to you all, because I know technology, I'll go with this. I know technology, can do a lot of things, right? But the fact that she was on a horse, and then they formed it into her kissing with tongue Matthew.
It wasn't not with tongue. It was just a very
dangling out of her mouth.
It was a little bit of tongue.
A very passionate kiss for a horse.
It was
not that you should be kissing horses at all.
It wasn't with tongue.
Okay.
It was just a very passionate, sensual, elongated, sensual kiss.
Okay,
but the tongue stayed in the mouth.
Okay, even if the tongue stayed in the mouth, let's go with that. Mm-hmm. That was the pressed of the lips was a long time.
Yeah.
So and there was movement with the lips. So my thing is, it just was really bad, and I'm like, I get what they're doing, but it was kind of a stretch for me. And then my thing is, where did they get the footage of Matthew?
I was wondering.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for that.
Yeah, they didn't show where they got the footage of Matthew.
Too. Yeah. But I mean,
because he was like, no, he didn't have no shirt on. He was in the bed. I'm like, where did they pull that from?
It looked like he was in a hotel room.
Hey.
So you think they might have?
I don't know. Maybe he's had another affair with someone we don't even know about yet.
Well,
he could just be with his wife.
Could have been. Well,
that room looked pretty cold. Looked like a hotel, like a Sheraton.
Did look like
just
a hotel
saying.
room.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I was just a little.
My bedroom looks like part. A hotel room.
Oh,
okay.
Shut up. When she said that.
Okay, you see how she did? She stretched her arms out.
It's feng shui, guys. It's feng shui.
She pulling a Juliana.
Oh, okay. Hey.
Where's the knee?
Wow. Whoa. All right.
Moving right along.
Watch his thigh.
So obviously, and the whole thing was to discredit. It seems like it ended up being mainly Maya. I was supposed to credit them both, but Maya's obviously the lead prosecutor on this case.
Taking the heat.
Right. And
like us women do so well.
And Matthew, basically, he ends up, going and doing his press conference and, disputing everything. And while he's in the process of disputing everything, then all of a sudden, Wolf's little crony, what's his name?
Aries.
Aries, there we go. Aries ends up putting the send button. Now, boss. It sounds like mini-me. Ends up putting the send button. And basically, puts this out to all of the people that happen to be right there, right? And sends it to his phone about this picture that ended up in Seattle. It was a hotel in Seattle that they happened to both be at, but did not see each other.
And they had a timestamp too.
Exactly.
Of the
check-ins. Exactly. So obviously Wolf is pulling everything out, that he can to try to discredit her. I mean, he's a bad dude. And we see basically that Sevi, he also is trying his best. So that's how we see he's brought a tracker and he ends up, attaching it to his son because he doesn't trust him.
Right.
And my thing is, I'm surprised because I feel like, we said this earlier, I feel like, his son, Gabe, he really does love his dad. And he wants the best for his dad. But obviously, I think he feels like he may be weak or something like that and maybe turn. But it ended up being the daughter. It was the fire starter. So what do you all think about that?
Gabe did still turn, though, because he was the one dodging out with the bag. He hit his daddy with a shovel.
He did.
He did.
His own daddy only got one parent left.
He was the OG triple OG this episode. I was here for it.
Well, he was going to take it to the police. And so Sevi's, predictions was correct. I just didn't think the sister was going to do that. We saw them talking, like she was there, it seemed like for 48 hours in the same spot by the couch, watching him sleep. Like, you up? Let's talk. Let's talk. So what you think about that? Do you think he did it?
You wake
like,
up.
I'm just like, but she was like watching him sleep. That was creepy, right? I'm not tripping.
Yeah.
We said this when we were watching
Her
it.
development as a character is so weird to me.
I
Like, what is
agree.
her?
We
Like,
don't know her personality.
We know nothing about her, but she's indecisive and her name is Star.
That's it.
Like, it's so weird.
She's indecisive in her name is Star. But that's all she needs to be because the whole pinnacle of this moment was her burning the bag.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what we needed her to do. And the fact that she is the one, there's the correlation with Jessica, because that was the roommate who was the person that obviously Sevi is being, accused of killing. And so there's that correlation as well. My thing, though, is I do feel like her character's undeveloped. And now the fact that she burnt the bag, I think we're going to see more of her. What do you think, Zuri?
I think she is. I think we are going to get more of her because we need more of an explanation. Like, why did she burn the bag? Is she trying to cover up something that was her best friend's? That was her best friend. I can't imagine that she'd have been too proud of that. So
That's juicy.
There's got to be more.
That's juicy.
There's got to be
what
more.
if Star's the one that
That's what I was thinking.
Because she always looked like she about to crack, don't
That's
she?
what I'm saying. I think
she-
the guilt is not so much of her friend. I think the guilt might be, like you said, like what you're on to more. Because think about why would she burn the bag so quick? Maybe the dad's protecting Star. Like, we don't know yet. I know they're making it seem like he's guilty, obviously. But I feel like that's too easy. Like, I don't think he did it just because I feel like that's too easy.
Wait a minute. That makes so much sense
Doesn't
why
it?
she would have burned the bag.
Yeah.
Because
maybe she has something to do with it. I really do think she does. I really do.
I think so too.
No conspiracy.
Well, what's also interesting is we did see on the previous episode that when they were trying to do the whole little fake family thing at the restaurant, she was the one that bailed.
Yeah.
Remember, she walked out. She's like, I don't want to deal with this. Da, 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 da. So maybe there's some guilt there.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Could be.
If you're in the chat, tell us what you think. Do you think Star's onto something here, being the bad guy? Like, why burn the bag, though? Like, that's just, it doesn't make sense to me.
She said, I can't do it to him.
He's my dad.
No, but she expressed so much guilt because she's like, oh my God, I'm the one that introduced Jessica to him. So, like, I thought the guilt weighed heavier than this whole, oh, he's my dad thing. I thought her guilt was that real to where she wouldn't have done that.
Exactly.
I don't know. But it does leave some reasonable doubt of Star's intentions. We will definitely say that. Before we move on to our next topic, Lauren has something to say to our viewers.
I do. We just wanted to say thank you for making us the ESPN of TV talk. If you're watching us on YouTube, be sure to give us a big thumbs up and make sure you're subscribed. And if you're listening to us on iTunes, give us a 5-star rating, all 5 stars. Don't be stingy. And being a part of AfterBuzz TV has meant so much to all of us, and we're so grateful that you continue to support us in doing what we love.
Hey.
There you
That's
go.
right.
And
Thank
tell
you.
your friends about us.
And strangers.
Come into the chat right now.
Everybody.
Tell people on the street. Just tell
Come
them
here.
what
Your
we got going
comments
on.
matter, and we'll shout you out right here on air.
Boom.
Come
boom.
through.
We want to
Shout
hear what you
out.
think about Star, too, because she's frustrating all of us.
Oh, gosh.
True story.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think we're onto something.
She
I
should be
really do. I think
falling star.
because they didn't explain the
'cause
background
she's-
for a reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's trash. All right, so
Basura.
there we go.
That is his favorite word.
In español, basura. Okay, so Matthew, we talked about him holding the press conference. We do see the mayor surface and have a conversation with Alan, who is over the head district attorney there at the office, and she basically is like, "Look, okay, we need to get rid of Maya. You got to let her go. That's the play." And he's just like, I don't know. Like, she's the best attorney in the world, and I don't know if that's a good idea. And basically, this is what happens. So he ends up firing her indirectly. I mean, we didn't say the words, but basically, she's fired. And this is when Matthew, who I'm kind of losing respect for, because in the moment of weakness with Maya, he kind of does the whole, what Jules was doing, the rub legs thing.
Oh my God.
rubbed her leg with
Is
his
he
eyes.
doing it?
He was just like, yeah, so, I was watching that video.
And I thought it was us.
I was hoping it was us in another life. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, bruh, like, what are you doing? You have a wife. She has a dude. You guys are in the middle of the scandal in this case, and you're trying to holler. Like, that's super tacky.
Let him be a man, Lim.
Ooh.
Whoa, hold on. So wait. Time out. What are you insinuating? Like, a man means being a dog?
In this day and age, yeah.
Okay, well,
Aw, I don't want to believe that, but
being the
I
single
don't want to
man
believe it, but
on this
hello,
panel.
Yeah.
can we wake up to 2019 and just go off of history, just go off of our own experiences, and just all come to a resolution about this?
Okay, well, the resolution is he's terrible.
I believe there's
But
good men out there.
That's not all
There
men.
are good men
That's
out
not all
there.
men.
I'm not shunning all
there's
men.
a few
I'm
ribs.
just saying.
Ribs and
Yeah, he
limbs.
got his arm up.
I mean, I'm just
Ribs and
saying,
limbs
like,
exist.
not all men are dirty. Like, I understand, like, he's bad, he's terrible,
Yeah.
but that's not. I mean, you look at the show. Riv is a stand-up dude. He came through all the way from Timbuktu.
But we are also
Yeah.
only in the third or fourth episode?
We're in the fourth episode.
Okay, the fourth episode.
Ribs got to pass.
I mean, this is let's
got
keep
more
it real.
tuning in
This
to
is
do.
this is a drama. This is a drama. So there has to be scandal.
And stay tuned.
Right. And best believe that it goes both ways, because there are women that I'm sure are going to be on this show that are going to step out on their men. I'm just saying. And I
All
think.
the women so far have been extremely loyal, even
Okay.
Star.
Okay, but I bet you.
That was a good
I
one.
bet you Maya is like that leg rub, that knee rub. It was softening. I'm just saying. Riv came right at the right time because she was in a vulnerable state.
Yeah.
And I'm mad at Matthew for taking advantage of that.
Yeah.
But she was definitely in a vulnerable state. And when Riv showed up, she's like, oh, she kind of woke up.
Yeah.
She was just like, oh, okay, oh, my man, oh yeah, oh,
I
you
felt
beat up,
that.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it was
Yeah.
timing. But if he leaves, because what I find interesting is that the wife, Effie, she knows about their history. We said this before. Like, she's always been like a little salty to Maya. Like, Maya's back?
She's
Why?
such an ass.
Like, you know what I'm saying? But
Has
wait
a reason, though.
But
She's
wait,
some of her man.
she has a reason. Her man.
I mean, no, but like,
I mean, like,
Shit
wow.
on his mouth.
there
Right.
was no Matthew and Effie
Before.
So it's like you don't know what your man, because that just means she doesn't trust a man. That's
Well,
all that means.
And rightfully so,
She's-
because
yeah.
Showing your
he's rubbing
insecurities.
knees. Like, I'm just saying, like
He's
She can
rubbing
feel
knees.
it.
she can
feels
feel
it.
it.
Yeah,
She's
she knows
seen it.
attention.
I think too, though. I think with Effie, there is a little bit of insecurity there because you can see, and we'll get to this because there is a point where we're introduced to your character. Did your character? What was the character's name?
A makeup artist.
Makeup artist. Yes, makeup artist. So the beautiful.
Getting
I'm the
Maya
makeup
on
artist.
fleek for her debut.
Yes.
So Aaliyah was the makeup artist, and we do see that you're touching up Maya.
Maya's makeup.
Right.
But she's completely out of her comfort zone. This
Completely
is not her.
out of
She
her
does
element.
not wear makeup.
She's got the nasty Grandma Easter dress on. And she like steps out. She looks terrible. I mean, the makeup was fly. Your character did a good job.
Thank you.
However, the dress was something like Medea. Like, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
She had a Medea
She
dress
had the
on.
ruffle thing.
It was
It
nasty.
was tweed, like
It was,
Chanel
yeah, it
inspired.
was exactly wrong. Like, it's too hot for that. So we see her
LA.
right. We see exactly we're in LA. So we see her talking, and she's on the show, and then we see that the interviewer is it's Effie, right? And so at first, she's talking, and the whole what we see is that she's trying to soften her image, which special segment time. This is another correlation that happened with the OJ trial.
Yes.
So during the OJ trial, Marcia Clark, they were always saying to her, like in the media and things of that nature, that she had this hard look. She was very stoic. She had this tight curly hair, and she just looked mean all the time. Obviously she had business to do, and so. They hit her so much, she ended up straightening out her hair. She wore softer looking clothes just to appeal better to the media and to the public. So we see this happen, and it looks like it's going to go left because Maya is like, look, this ain't me.
She's staying true to herself.
She's like, this ain't me. And then, of course, Effie's like, well, this is off script a little bit. She starts clutching her pearls. And and then and Maya's like, oh, look, listen, this is a situation. I'm not this dude. I got this marshmallow peep looking outfit on. And she's like, no, I'm not going for this. I have to be this way because, I'm a strong woman, and I have to be this way. I'm a prosecutor, this, that, and the other. How did you feel about that scene?
I could have stood up and started applauding because
Slow clap?
Yes, I was so there for it because that's who she is, and you have to stay true to yourself. As long as you stay true to yourself, you cannot go wrong. Like being someone else in the media, even for the sake of the trial, like you're giving them room to expose you in some type of way. Like you're being vulnerable because you're not being real. So I feel like they would expose that part of her not being true to herself, and this is not who she is, and look at this image. And I mean, there's just so many things that was wrong with that picture. It just didn't feel right either. And as a viewer of television, I can tell when someone's faking it.
Sure.
So like it just didn't come across genuine either.
Gotcha.
When Effie said, I heard you've been sleeping with my husband, I was just waiting for it to be like this corny wake up from a dream sweating.
Oh, before it went to
But
commercial.
I was like, oh my God, that she
Because
really said that.
she didn't say that on live television.
Right. It's like,
yeah.
oh my gosh, she really said that. But I wasn't expecting Maya to turn it around and play like the she-ro role. And I like the writers that they did that because it definitely took me for a loop. And Maya on fire is back again.
Maya on fire.
Hashtag.
I like that she also noted that no one was like kind of being hard on Matthew at all. I understand
I
she's
like
a top
that,
prosecutor, but like no one, he's the married one, and no one, everyone's just like, oh, Maya. So I like that she brought that up, and I wasn't surprised that they kind of leaned on that women empowerment. 'Cause I feel like it's a trend in the writing on this show. And also, did y'all notice during Matthew's press conference, like the alternative facts comment and the fake news comment like 5 times?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, okay, we see you, ABC, but
Yeah, ABC is trying to stay real with
Plug
it.
there.
Yeah.
What did you think, Aaliyah, about that?
I loved it.
Scene.
I love that female empowerment moment. Like when she did say you slept with my husband, I was wondering like what's gonna happen next because it's kind of like what do you say to that?
Catfight.
Right.
But yeah, exactly. You think it's gonna be a cat fight, but then I like what she said. And my favorite line, and I don't know if I'm quoting it correctly, but she said something about like women. They're only coming to me. You're either, if you're yourself, you're either a bee or a slut. I think the word she used.
I believe so.
And it's true. Like it's just crazy how society still is like that till this day. When it comes to women and men. So it's just not fair. So that was some good like shedding the light on that.
Yeah.
I like
Men
that.
are never on the hot seat for that spicy
And that-
stuff.
oh wait. The best is like when a girl is like quiet, she's like stuck up. When a guy is quiet, he's reserved and chill. There's like stuff like that. That's true, Lim.
Okay, I'm making...
Lim is that's true. Have y'all ever seen that? Like if somebody's quiet or new, people are just like, oh, that girl, like, because girls are supposed to be like overly bubbly and excited about like, why can't the girl just be like chilling? But when a guy is it's like, oh, he's mysterious and chill.
Yeah.
I can't say that Maya has consistently in every episode taken like hard hits and taken it with like poise, maybe a little like sass back, but she
has.
never loses her composure when people
Right.
are like being nasty to her.
Well, again, Marcia Clark is the executive producer of the show, and whether they say it or not, it's she tries to deny it's not.
So you're saying she's tooting her own horn here?
No, I mean I think that I don't necessarily think she's tooting her own horn, but I think that she is a strong woman. She was a prosecutor for all these years and went through the gamut with this O.J. Simpson trial. And I think she basically, in doing this and producing this show, she wants to make sure that this lead character is a strong character. Right. And so I think she wants to make sure that the writers are making sure that that is present and that is accounted for. And I think that scene, and we never thought, I don't think any of us ever thought Maya was weak. Even with, we see, Matthew trying to, rub that knee, get that genie out the lamp, type situation.
I mean, you not like, say that again.
I'm just, even though he's doing that, she's still rebutting him. Like, she's still like, all right, you know what I'm saying? She's still like not giving in, even with her boss, and Alan, and, firing her and then being like, okay, if that's what you want to do, but, like knowing really her worth. And I think that's good, because it is true, when we do see in real life and on the big screen as well, we do see that, a lot of times the women and men situation, it's not fair, because a man can get away with a woman can't do in a lot of cases. And it isn't right at all. I'm the first to say that. So I think it's good to have this show a strong female character that can assert herself and basically, and Wolf being like, her antithesis, right? And him being this guy who's been married 4 times and a dirtbag and a dog, like all the way around. Like how he talked to his ex-wife, the when we saw her.
Also, remember Twan? When is he coming back? His gambling issues?
Oh my God.
Twan is not. Twan is done.
Please
Sorry,
stop
I miss
it.
Twan.
But we do see that. And segue.
Elia's over there like, who's Twan?
Right.
Where's Twan?
Episode 1 or 2?
I think he was episode 1.
Well, yeah.
I think it was 1. But regardless, he ain't coming back either, right? We already established that.
Twan coming back, episode 8.
Twan's done. Twan's done. But going on that same trajectory, I want to segue into, I think the most redemptive character is Lonnie, who, she basically flips the turn on Wolf, right? Which I think is dope because obviously we all was like, okay, Lonnie's a sucker. Especially because the reason why she gets with Wolf and gets in bed with him is because
it's to spite Maya.
Exactly, because she took her place.
But I still don't like her.
You don't like Lana?
Well, you don't think she redeemed herself a little bit, a little, like a tinge?
Just the fact that I don't like just the fact that you even went there on that string of pettiness.
She's canceled.
Yeah, you're canceled. You're out of here. You're out of here. Loyalty gone. I can't trust you anymore.
Okay. All right. So that's where you stand.
Bye.
Aaliyah, how do you feel about Ms. Lonnie?
I don't completely not like her. I will say that. I don't. I think she's very smart, and there's something about her that I really like. And I think I respect the fact that ever since, I think it was the first episode, where she told Maya straight up, because she's like, oh, can I be honest with you? Okay, I think I deserve this case. I think I'm better for the case. And to be honest with you, I kind of agree, too, because she did work hard, and then the way they brought Maya in, I knew she was going to feel that way, because they're like, oh, you're not, she's the lead, not you.
Right.
And
she
I don't know, I
she
guess
was a better lawyer. False.
Is she a better lawyer? I don't know.
We never got to see. We never got to find out.
She didn't get her chance. I feel like that chance was taken away from her. So in a way, I guess I feel that she's the underdog. I feel like Maya had her chance. I love Maya. I'm glad she's back. But I almost feel like, how come Maya's getting all the guts and glory? Like, when you have a new team now, it's 8 years later. Yeah. Times have changed, Give other people a chance. But yeah, that was wrong of her, of course, to be the mole. But I feel like she realized that she's trying to make things better, but it might be too late.
Might be too late.
It might be a little too late.
I think
hashtag too late.
Hashtag too late.
Hashtag too little too late.
I mean, I don't know. I think because Lonnie, she went off on the wrong foot right from jump. I think she understands. Wow, sounded like computer heaven. I think she understands that she needs to get away with Wolf. She tried already. He was not having it. He basically had her sewn up. And then, she, devises this plan to scout out and find out about his bankruptcy situation, basically to get him to back off of her.
Yes. Right.
But the whole hashtag too little too late, because then we find out Maya is talking to Jules Which I'm like, okay, why is she talking to Jules? Because Jules not gonna tell the truth.
Exactly.
Juliana, her full name, is not finna tell the truth. She's dirty. She's getting paid off by her ex-husband, Sevi, and Maya doesn't know all of this, but she knows that, come on, there's something with her. But the dope part about it is, when Riv comes and and saves the day in the Uber, comes in the Uber and then gives her the kiss, and then before that's what happened.
Plug for Uber.
Before Jules drives off, then we see she's like, hey. She starts thinking. She's like, yo, how did you know? About the whole situation, and she's like, and she tells her what it was, and so then she's like, there's a mole, and so she basically goes back and pretty much screams mole from the rooftops at the situation at the office, and then
because she knows that they were the only ones that viewed that footage from the House of Pie.
Exactly.
So she's like, wait a minute, it's one of us.
Right.
Like us.
And then Lonnie's eyes got super big. The close-up goes in.
Don't do her.
No, I'm just saying her eyes got really... Am I lying? Her eyes got really big. I'm just saying. They got
are
so
that way.
big. Right. And so, oh my gosh, stop it.
I know what you meant.
Her eyes got big. That's what I'm saying. And so, and then, so she knows she's the one that's the mole. So, you know what? Don't clown on I'm just telling it like it is, right?
Yeah.
I'm giving the recap like it is on the show. Now, before we get into predictions, who do you feel had the best presence on the show this particular episode?
The best present.
I'm going to go with Riv.
I was just going to say, I would say Riv.
I
would say Riv.
Absolutely.
He was that stand-up guy,
hero, like you
this
said.
episode.
He was the man, for sure.
Right. I would say Riv too.
Yeah.
And what's his name?
Buckneil?
No,
Aries.
Aries got fired.
Yes.
That was for me my favorite scene.
Yeah. That was my favorite too.
Aside from I hated him because it was so look at this, I'm gonna do this, and then there you go. He was terrible.
Really?
I hate fake
I think we're gonna
news.
get more of Aries.
No,
I think so too. That was gonna be one of my predictions.
You think so?
Aries is too manipulative and too smart to go down that easy. Did you see his look? He was like, fired, huh? You could tell.
Woo! If
I
they
didn't
turn
know
the tables and use Aries for Maya
That would be
against
smart.
Sevi
I don't know
and
if it's gonna go that
Will,
deep, but that would be
that'll
good.
work.
I just said we're not doing predictions yet. So.
All right,
I wasn't
fine.
going to, but then we brought it up.
I know, it's all good. I'm messing around. All right, so let's just do that since we're already there. Let's do predictions. Let's go. Let's go.
Oh, it's Halloween.
They're scary predictions.
Scary predictions.
Yeah, I never knew why the predictions were scary. All right. So we'll start with you, Lauren, since you're already talking about how you feel about Aries. Go ahead. You think he's coming back?
Yeah, to echo Zuri, I do definitely think he's coming back with a vengeance. I want to learn more about Star. I definitely think we're going to learn why she's been so, I do agree that
indifferent?
we don't know so much about her. She's too conflicted to not have more to her story. So I'm excited to learn more about Star, and I don't know, I guess other than Aries, something's going to happen to Ezra. That's going to, put him in a corner. And I also don't think Ezra's going to let Lonnie off that easy.
A name in the Bible, though. I just peeped that.
Ezra Wolf.
Why
So
would
you
have
think
a
that
biblical
Wolves are
name?
dogs, and dogs are trustworthy. Huh?
you think that
She's so random.
I was like, wait, what? Sound like an after school special. All right. So you think that Ezra's not going to let her off that easy?
Yeah.
You think he's going to come back? I mean, he's known for, doubling down.
Yeah.
For sure. Okay. What do you think?
I think Wolf is going to turn on Jules and try to make her be man down. And I think she's going to protect herself.
What her prediction was.
Yeah.
So you think she was telling the truth?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think she knows the angle that he's taking because of the whole pie and then the meeting that he had with her. She's next. Just the way he did with Karis, his ex-wife. I think he's going to put her on the hot seat. And I think he'll let anybody go down so that Sevy can win. So she knows that. And so she's going to protect herself. And I think Maya will see that, and that's a vulnerability with Jules. And I think Jules is going to come over to the brighter side instead of the dark side.
Okay. What do you think, sir?
I have two predictions. I think, although we saw at the end, like, who's the mole, and we saw Lonnie's eyes get big, we saw Matt accuse her of being the rat. But I feel like this show has a, like, way of yo-yoing things, so to make you think one thing and then not. So I feel like Lonnie's going to find some way to have something on someone, and I don't think that she's going to be off the team, which is contradictory to what I said last week, because I thought she was done. I also think for Star and Jules to be mother and daughter, we don't see them interact much, so I wouldn't be surprised if they had something together going on with the death of Jessica.
Wow, that's a really good prediction.
I haven't seen them interact.
They have not.
I've not been on camera.
Yeah.
Good job.
I did not.
I've not been on
They
camera.
have not.
Yeah.
Because really, she's the only daughter that is biologically hers.
Yep.
Gabe is her stepson, and then the little girl is also her stepdaughter. So the fact that we haven't seen them kind of interact is interesting. Is very interesting.
That's some good writing.
That is good. So yeah, I think that I'm gonna go against what you said. I think that. I'm just saying. I think that she basically, Jules I think she's writing for Sevy till the wheels fall off. Personally, I think that because of how she was introduced as a character, yes, she's getting paid, but I think there's something with them. I think I really want to. I hate to be all mushy, but I really think she still loves him. Like, I think that everything she's doing is because she loves him, not just because he's paying her and not just because he's in her corner. Like, she's willing to do anything for him because she cares about him that much. But even I'm not saying she's going to go down for him, but I think that she's, like, the whole situation with Maya, even though it did turn out like to Maya's favor, I still feel like she was leading her, awry and like feeding bull to her, just to like maybe get her off the track or whatever. Because if she appears to be like, oh, forthcoming, I'm going to give you this information. Yeah, this is that. Da-da-da. Then it brings Maya's guard down with her. And then she could flip the script. You see what I'm saying? Because I feel like she's almost as bad as Wolf. Like, if you really think about it, like, she's always had that evil little, I'm gonna,
something
I got
about
to that, and then rub the knee, and then you go and do this. Like I'm just saying, that's what's happening to a lot of people. Right? So I mean, I'm just saying, like, she's Cruella de Vil, you know what I'm saying? 101 Dalmatians. She's got that whole vibe, So I'm just saying, that's where I'm at. So
you don't think that what she said about Jessica coming to her as another battered woman, a battered victim of Sevy's, you don't think that was genuine? You don't think that was factual?
I'm not saying it wasn't factual, but I don't think it was genuine. I feel like she's giving her this information, but I think there's ulterior motives with her. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying she lied completely, because she obviously told her the truth about, how she found out about how they were there, which, then turned that there was a mole. So she's giving their information, but I think she's smart. Like, she's not stupid. Like, she's smart, and I feel like she's not going to completely turn on Sevy. What do you think, Aaliyah?
I think, number one, Star is on my, radar.
Yeah.
Because you brought up a good thing. So, Star and his mom's never in the same room, right? And I thought it was interesting that her mother... Okay, isn't Star supposed to be friends with Rachel, right? Or is that her name?
Who's Rachel?
Wait,
Jessica.
I was like,
introduce a new character.
Right, Rachel.
You didn't see it. I'm kidding. Jessica.
Right.
Jessica. Yeah, so why is the mother speaking to her? Like, they're the same age. Why does she... If I was friends with somebody, wouldn't she want to vent to her friend who's her age? So I really think Star's looking real guilty to me. I'm just calling it right now. Star is the...
She's pointing her out. Her like, Star, I got you.
Yes, I really do. I feel it strongly in my bones.
Okay.
So I think her... I think the mom, going back to what you said, yes, I do think she wasn't really helping her. Everything she does is for herself or for her family.
Facts.
I think she's looking out for stuff, because she didn't even answer when Maya did ask her, did he hit you? She never answered him, because, I'm not helping you out with nothing. And then I think Lana's going to end up partnering I think with Matthew or something, because I think, or with Maya, one or the other, but I'm afraid Maya might let this get to, like, what's the word, like, the fact that it's so personal to her, and she wants revenge so bad, and she even said, I'm done playing nice, I'm willing to do whatever. I don't know if her morals, if we're going to see her morals kind of lose, like, if she's going to turn a little on the bad side, maybe, because she's willing to do whatever, that might mess with her mental, so maybe... I don't know. I'm just thinking something might happen with that. And I'm thinking Lana might take the charge. Some way, somehow. I don't know.
Really? Well, we did see in the previews that Matthew comes up and is like, I know it's you. You know, and their eyes got big. And she's like,
they always do that in the previews, and then you find out it's not even what we think it is.
You took the coffee mug or something.
Right.
It made it seem all dramatic.
You got the last donut. That's true. They do like to flip the script on the show. So we'll find out. We'll find out. But I like the way it's going. I like the fact that it's it keeps us guessing, and we have to keep
making us argue and deliberate.
We're just we're having a conversation.
Debating.
Yeah. Exactly. A little bit of a debate.
Nice healthy debate. Exactly. It's called an argument.
Healthy. Ladies and gentlemen, that has been our show. We want to thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you everyone in the live chat. Make sure when you see this on the YouTube that you comment and let us know what you think about these characters. Do you think that Star is trash like I feel like she is for burning bags and all that kind of stuff? I'm just saying, let us know what you feel. I've been your host, Lim Gonzalez, and you can find me everywhere at Lim Gonzalez. And also, it'll air again. It aired already, but your boys on Love VH1 show, top 40 moments on Love and Hip Hop. So you can check that on VH1. I think 9 and 10, and then it'll air again tomorrow and the next day. You know how they do on VH1.
Get it.
Zuri, where can the people find you?
I'm Zuri Shalise. That's ZuriChellece on Instagram and Twitter.
Hey guys, my name is Angel Taylor. You can find me on platforms at Angel Taylor _ and you can also find me on the Block after show on Mondays at 6 p.m.
Hey guys, it's Lauren Mayo. You can find me on Instagram at Lauren Out Loud, and also on Thursday nights on AfterBuzz Reality, doing 2 shows, Little Women Atlanta and Pauly D and Benny Finding Love.
Yeah. Aaliyah, where can the people find you?
All right, so you can find me at Elia Cantu. It's ELIACANTU on Instagram, Facebook, and Makeup by Elia. Because I played a makeup artist, but I'm a real one in real life too, so check me out.
That's right. We will see you next week. Until then, peace.
Bye.
Our founder, Kevin Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.